In 2013, there was a Lord of the Rings set of the Tower of Orthanc. It is a very tall set, and you guys are going to bring up the dust on the set, are you?
I hate dust. I don't want it building up in my home.
Okay, I would buy a dust cleaner, but I'm a cheap bastard, and using a sock works just fine. Now, besides from the tower, the set also comes with 5 minifigures, a big bird, and a tree build. Dear God, it's ugly! Odd that this big guy doesn't have his own set, but been put in this to bump up the price. I don't know how much it bumped up, all I know that it shouldn't be in here. It doesn't have knees, can turn the waist, a disturbing face only a mother could love, and an arm function only on the right arm to hit things. In other words, now for the minifigures. They are Saruman, Wormtongue, Gandalf the Grey, and 2 random orcs. Saruman and Gandalf printings are very good and very white and grey. Even though they have capes, both of them have printings on their back, which is nice to have. I also love Saruman hair, though I do not like the grey on it. Maybe changing the light grey to a very light grey would be better. For Gandalf hair I really don't like. In fact, Saruman hair in all grey would have been way better, or maybe one of the other longer hair pieces. Oh, and Saruman comes with normal minifigure legs. Wormtongue look like the designer of this printing messed up, because the last time I checked, his necklace wasn't down to his stomach. In fact, the printing overall looked like it was accidentally widened, and the designer was somehow too lazy to undo it, saying that this probably was made by a Starbucks employee. Now for the 2 orcs. I'm not a fan of the olive green orc, but I do like that the back of the head is printed. As for the dark red orc, I do like if it wasn't covered by armor, but the silver on the stomach bugs me. If it was pure dark grey would look much better. Also, this orc has a 2-sided face. One side is with face painting and the other without face painting. The helmet is pretty nice looking, though I don't like that on the back of the helmet. It looks really odd. But pretty much these 2 are only in here for army building. Now for the tower. It is very great looking, but can't be fully accurate, or else it would be a lot taller and would cost a lot more. But it is accurate of design. Usually those spike pieces are a good choice, and the bottom part of the tower is nicely shaped. There are stairs in a corner that leads to the entrance to the tower that opens. However, I don't like that the 2 doors are on a different side, instead of them facing the same direction. It's a real eyesore that it would be best to face the tower where you are not looking at the doors. Now for a major problem I have with the set.
Look at it!
There's a slice of the tower missing, which I hate this design choice, rather than having it fully finished and have a way to open it to see the inside, like the Ghostbuster Firehouse or the Modular Building series. But no, they just have to make it half-baked. Let's just get into the inside. The tower have 6 floors: dungeon, entrance, throne room, alchemy room, library, and attic. Each floor has many different things, but 3 of the top floors has too much that you can only get 1 minifigure in there. While the other floors you can have a party in the dungeon like it's Elder Scrolls. Speaking of the dungeon, within it there are some bones around, and the stickers are of a cage with white eyes on the right, and in the middle are creatures, obviously to eat those who have fallen into the dungeon, though with it being a sticker thus to the drawing and the creatures not looking like Lego, it would just feel like anyone who fall in or just get a prank. And to bring up something between the dungeon and the entrance, there is a gimmick of turning this round brick piece to open the trap. Nothing to say about it besides that it's simple. Moving up to the entrance, there isn't much going on for this room. The flag with the white hand is nice looking, a statue that obviously not gonna have anything going on since it's just a microfigure. The carpet really sticks out, mainly due to it being a 2x4 tall in a large space. There isn't any need for it, especially since it isn't hard to notice where the trap is. Now between the entrance and the throne room is another gimmick. You press the chandelier up to activate a light up brick for this ball. Also, the color of the ball is exclusively to this set. For the throne, it is similar to the wizard battle set, and by similar, I mean they just took the throne and these two tall things and threw it into this set. I really find it lazy that they built the throne isn't an alternative version of using different pieces. But for other parts of the room have shelves with books and potions that really add more to the room and not feel bland. Up to the alchemy room, obviously it's going to have stuff for, well, alchemy and a bomb. Yeah, there isn't anything to say besides from the cauldron is on top of a small gimmick to pour whatever is in the cauldron. But it doesn't pour the studs, so you better use your imagination. Library, there are 5 stickers that are meant to be a portrait around the room of 5 wizards. 3 of them being Gandalf, Saruman, and Radagast. Another room that I don't have much to say besides that there are 2 actual book pieces, and I'm pretty sure having those 2 fire next to the portrait isn't a good idea. But between the library and attic, there is a foldable ladder. Just turn this 2x2 tile and then unfold the ladder. This would be great if it was a bigger room. Because of the ladder, there is almost little to no space for a single minifigure. Anyways, the attic is basically the weapons room. There a sticker of the eye of Sauron that is just meh looking, and for some reason there are 2 keys next to it. That's odd. Should those be around the entrance or somewhere that it wouldn't get lost? Like under the carpet? Overall, if it was a complete tower and wasn't missing half of it, I would recommend it. But because it is missing half of the tower, I don't recommend it unless you are going to place it somewhere that you are not going to see the missing half. Granted, the tower does look great, but again, the missing half along with the not good looking door is eyesore that I just can't recommend it. The set gets a cup of Eye of Sauron.